Let me ask you something. Not something soft. Not something convenient. But something that might shake your soul right where it's been buried beneath layers of illusion. Have you ever felt like you're not really from here? I don't mean in some romanticized, poetic way. I mean in a bone-deep, timeline collapsing, consciousness-splitting kind of way. As if your being is older than Earth itself. As if you've lived 1,000 lives in one breath. As if your dreams feel more real than waking life. And waking life feels like a simulation you're just passing through. If that stirs something inside you, not fantasy, but familiarity, then this message is not new. It's a reminder, because you may be a multidimensional chosen one. Direct hit: what is a multidimensional chosen one? This is not about being intuitive. This is not about being gifted or spiritual. This is about being encoded with a cosmic mission. So ancient, so sacred, even you forgot. Until now, all across the multiverse, there are souls who volunteer. Yes, volunteer. To incarnate in multiple dimensions, timelines, and realities. To embed themselves into dense, fractured worlds. For one purpose. To awaken, remember, and shift entire paradigms from within. And you are one of them. So how do you know? How do you recognize yourself in a world that's designed to make you forget? Milky Way, the 7 signs: you are a multidimensional chosen one. Fire sign 1. You've never fully identified with being human. You've tried. Oh, you've tried to play the part. Go to school, get the job, build a normal life. But no matter how well you fit in, there's always been this subtle hum, this dissonance. Like something's off. Like the rules here are bizarre, almost alien. And guess what? To you, they are. Because your soul didn't originate in this density. You remember higher frequencies, where thought is instant, where unity is the norm, where truth doesn't hide behind words. Earth is not home. It's a spiritual boot camp. And your soul has been trying to remember how to operate in a realm so far beneath its natural frequency. That strange feeling? That's not a glitch. That's your origin calling you back. I sign 2. You've always had multidimensional perception. Even before you knew the words. You've seen things others didn't. Felt what wasn't said. Dreamed what hadn't happened yet. As a child, you may have felt like a misfit, or feared you were crazy. But the truth is, your consciousness has always been tuned to multiple frequencies at once. You're not just reading the 3D. You're feeling the 4D, understanding the 5D, and receiving codes from realities beyond. You don't just live in one timeline. You touch them all. Which is why you may feel overwhelmed. Not because you're broken, but because your system was designed for cosmic bandwidth, not linear logic. Fire sign 3. There's a mission in you you can't explain. Even when things are good, there's a fire, a tension, a knowing that you're meant for more. But you don't know what more is. That feeling? It's your soul contract vibrating. You didn't come here to survive. You came to shift the grid, awaken the dormant, and become a living transmission of what's possible when a divine being fully remembers themselves in human form. You're not here to do. You're here to become. And through your becoming, others will remember. Balance scale, sign 4. You've experienced extreme polarity. Trauma. Loss, death, rebirth, again, and again, and again, because you didn't come here for ease. You came here to alchemize density into light, to transmute pain into codes of liberation. Your soul chose difficulty not as punishment, but as a portal. When you heal, you don't just heal you. You heal your lineage. You rewrite timelines. You collapse what was, and activate what's to come. Your pain wasn't the problem. It was the initiation. Cyclone sign 5. Time doesn't work the same for you. Years feel like days. A moment can stretch into eternity. Why? Because you're not just living this life. You're interacting with versions of you from other lifetimes, future selves, and parallel realities. You already know things before they happen, because they've already happened, somewhere. Linear time is a suggestion, not a law. And when you stop resisting this truth, you begin to operate on cosmic timing, not by force, but by flow. Last quarter moon sign 6. You feel like more than one being. One part of you is divine, cosmic, ancient, all-seeing. Another part is human, wounded, flawed, confused. And you've been told to choose, to pick a side, to be light or dark, spiritual or real. But your power lies in being both. You are the bridge between realms, the paradox in motion, the divine contradiction. And when you integrate all of you, your frequency becomes so powerful. You heal just by existing. You don't need to teach. You don't need to prove. You just are. And that is the teaching. Growing heart sign 7. You know that love is the only real thing. Not romantic love. Not fantasy. I'm talking about the frequency of love. The primordial intelligence that creates galaxies, collapses timelines, and reorders worlds. You've felt it. In stillness. In grief. In nature. In the eyes of another awakened soul. And you've always known that this love is not something you get. It's what you are. And your mission here, to bring that cosmic love into form, not by preaching, not by fixing, but by becoming it, fully, fiercely, unapologetically. DNA, this is not just a video. This is a DNA activation. If you've made it this far, this is no longer about curiosity. It's about confirmation. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not here by accident. You are a multidimensional soul who answered a call that many ignored. You incarnated not for comfort, but to shift the fabric of this world from the inside out. And every time you choose presence over distraction, every time you surrender the mask, every time you embody your divine essence, you recode reality. Rocket, what now? How do you live as a multidimensional being? The answer is deceptively simple. Presence. Radical. Embodied. Moment-to-moment presence. Because when you're truly present, you begin to access not just your thoughts, but your entire multidimensional infrastructure. You hear your guides. You feel your parallel selves. You receive downloads from future you in real time. And yes, it will challenge everything you thought you knew. Yes, it may isolate you. Yes, it may terrify your ego. But that's the cost of becoming who you really are. Dove, you are not here to escape Earth. You are here to elevate it. So no more pretending. No more minimizing your sensitivity. No more shrinking your cosmic truth. The world does not need more normal. It needs more you. Fully awake. Fully activated. Fully embodied. A quantum bridge between realms. A walking portal of remembrance. A living revolution of light. We are the architects of the new Earth. not just through activism or ideology, but through frequency, through being, through the courage to be fully alive, fully aware, and fully aligned. So if you're still here, if you're still listening, then this is your next step, not to seek more, but to embody what you've already remembered, to walk it, to live it, to let your life become the transmission, because in the end, it's not about what you believe, it's about what you become. You are a very rare, multidimensional chosen one, and your presence is the miracle. Key: the awakening of ancient memory. Part 2. The embodiment of truth, frequency and function. When you arrive at this final stage of awakening, something irreversible happens. Not loud, not dramatic, but a quiet collapse of your need to be anything other than what you already are. You begin to feel it, not theorize it, not chase it, but feel it in your body, in your breath, in the way you move through the world. You are no longer a mystery to be solved. You are a frequency to be revealed. The masks begin to fall. The roles dissolve. The illusions lose their grip. And for the first time, maybe in lifetimes, you allow yourself to just be raw, human, divine, flawed, infinite, all of it. The paradox becomes your power. The duality becomes your home. And this is when the real mission begins. Not the fantasy where we escape the world, float on clouds, and become untouchable beings, but the real one, where we become the bridge, where we walk into the density of life, with eyes wide open, hearts wide open, carrying within us the codes that rewrite timelines, just by showing up. Candle, this path is not about superiority. It's about sacred responsibility. You chose this. Yes, you. You chose to forget who you were, so that when you remembered, your remembering would send ripples through time and space. You chose the pain, the chaos, the heartbreak, the sensitivity, not as punishment, but as precision, because only by walking through the fire could you carry the kind of light that doesn't blind. It heals. Milky Way, you are here to awaken, and to awaken others, but not by preaching, not by convincing, not by shouting truth into the void. You awaken others by embodying a frequency so aligned, so true, that it becomes unshakably contagious. But embodiment isn't a concept. It's a practice. It's a choice you make every single day. It's choosing to love your shadow, not bypass it, to honor your triggers, not shame them, to listen to your body, not as a burden, but as a sacred oracle, because your emotions, they are not your enemies. They are evolutionary technology. And every time you breathe into discomfort, every time you sit with the pain instead of fleeing, every time you speak your truth even when your voice shakes, you are activating your multidimensional self. You are reclaiming every fragmented part of your soul across all timelines. You are becoming whole again. And this wholeness, it's not just about you. It's planetary. It's galactic. It's quantum. Globe showing Europe, Africa, you are living many lives at once. Every choice you make from truth sends out a ripple into the grid, into the collective. You heal people you'll never meet. You shift realities you'll never see. You awaken memories in others, simply by being you. That's the power of this path. That's the weight and the wonder of being a multidimensional chosen one. But let's not sugarcoat it. This path isn't easy. It's not always fun. It's not glamorous. Sometimes it feels like you're unraveling, like the ground is disappearing beneath you. And you're right. It is. Because you're not just shifting your beliefs. You are shifting dimensions. You're dying to the version of you that no longer fits, and birthing the version of you that's been waiting behind the veil. Seedling, so what does embodiment actually look like? It looks like trusting your intuition even when it defies logic, saying no to what drains you, even if it once defined you, saying yes to what lights you up, even if it terrifies you, resting without guilt, creating without needing approval, loving without condition, serving without saviorism. It's about being so radically yourself that your existence becomes an invitation for others to do the same. Crystal ball, the new earth is not a myth. It's a frequency. It's not a utopia in the clouds. It's not something we wait for. It's something we build, brick by energetic brick, through our choices, through our creations, through our courage. It's born in the way we speak, love, rest, resist and rise, not with rage, but with rootedness, not with force, but with frequency, because the new world isn't built in institutions, it's built in you. Gemstone, you are the blueprint, not in theory, in practice. You are the living code. You are the harmonic resonance of what comes next, not through control, but through coherence. True power isn't force, it's truth, and truth is the most powerful force in the universe. So I'll ask you again, what would your life look like if you lived from your soul instead of your story? What would shift if you realized that your dreams are not delusions? They are divine instructions. Your path is not a mistake. Your pain is not random. Your desires are not selfish. Your power does not need permission, because you are the permission others have been waiting for. You are not broken. You are breaking through. You are not too much. You are exactly what this earth needs, in all your depth, mystery, paradox and power. So go, walk, speak, create, rest, lead, love, not as who the world told you to be, but as who you truly are, the multidimensional chosen one, the bridge, the code, the key, the living prophecy. And remember, you don't have to see the whole path. You just have to take the next step, with open eyes, open heart, and sacred certainty, that every step you take in truth changes everything. We are here. We are rising. We are remembering. And the world will never be the same again, because you remembered. And now, it's time to become. So if your soul is still resonating, if your heart is still pounding, if your body is still remembering, then hear this. You didn't find this message by accident. This was a divine appointment, a sacred confirmation. You are not becoming the chosen one. You are the chosen one. Now is the time to live like it. No more waiting. No more hiding. No more doubting your frequency. Because the moment you embody your truth, the moment you walk in full alignment, the entire grid shifts. Your voice matters. Your presence is potent. Your energy is evolutionary. So take this message. Breathe it in. Let it move through your cells. Let it guide your next choice, your next word, your next creation. And remember, this is not the end. This is the beginning of your highest timeline. This is the initiation into embodiment. This is the moment your soul has been preparing for. You are the bridge between dimensions. You are the frequency of the new earth. You are the living prophecy. And now, it's time to walk as if the world is watching, because it is. If this transmission awakens something deep within you, share this message. Comment below with the words, "I remember. I am becoming." Subscribe to stay tuned for part 3 of this series, where we go even deeper into your cosmic role on Earth, how to anchor, lead, and co-create in alignment with your divine blueprint. And until then, keep rising, keep remembering, keep becoming. Your very existence is sacred. Your path is divine. And the universe is watching in awe as you finally step into who you were always destined to be. This is Chosen Phi, and your time is now.